Hello friends, I'm Ragdoll and this is of course Animal Crossing. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of Halloween decorating. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Hello Zappa, hello May. How are y'all doing today? Hope you're well. I've kind of got the time set forward just a little bit about, approximately the time I want to save this to for a dream address. I may not be saving it today, but I just want you to see how pretty all of the moss and everything is whenever you run through it, whenever it's this time of day, and how lovely the little pumpkins look lit up in our little archways and things like that. So I just kind of fast forwarded a little bit. Good, chilling at home. That is the best place to be chilling at. So glad you're doing good. Oh, thanks for sending me some mail. I wanted to get you a gift. Enjoy the Switch light. Thank you, May. So kind of you. If y'all don't already know, May has a YouTube channel also. I don't really have the little prompt put up there, May, but if you want to put your YouTube channel in chat, you may. If y'all would like to go over and subscribe to May's channel, that would be amazing. I am like the most unorganized YouTube streamer ever, I think. Like, I'm terrible at organizing. Okay, my shop got upgraded because I sold some stuff. Thank you so much, Zappa. You're the best. My terrific hubby. See, he knows how unprepared I am, and he tries to help me because he knows how unprepared I am. He's just so great. This is kind of what it looks like around this time of day, and I think whenever we get all of the little dancey platforms laid out, that it's gonna look tremendous around here. So that's kind of what I'm going for. This is the look and vibe we're gonna have. It's gonna be a little darker over here because we'll only have the mushroom lanterns and the little jack-o'-lanterns, and just their houses will have, the red. Zappa, thank you. You're terrific. I need to talk to my villagers, and I also need to talk to Mabel here, because I think I forgot to talk to her last time, and we kind of want her on our island. Well, you're very welcome, May. No problem. Good afternoon, Ragdoll. Thanks for stopping by. How can I help you today? I like to help my friends as much as possible. You guys are terrific. You got it. Here's what I'm selling today. I think I have everything that she's selling that I may need, but maybe some holy tights. I think I might be able to do something with some of this later, so I'll just go ahead and buy it so maybe we can get her quicker, A long denim cardigan sounds... maybe. I'm trying to have her dressed in only Halloween-y kind of costumes, But we also need to get her here, so... I don't know. We'll see what we can do with that later. It may be gifts for our villagers. Rhonda! Well, hello, Bigfoot. Sorry, I need to hydrate. They say you shouldn't start your day without a plan, but they also say plans are a fool's errand. So, I feel that sometimes. Everything okay, Bigfoot? I want to chat. Have you seen all the pumpkin decorations, Ragdoll? I have. I put them out there. I don't usually advertise myself out there. Most of the time, I don't put my content consistent. Plus, I'm not... Listen, I'm the same way. But you know what? I've been trying to make myself set a schedule and keep a schedule. And I think that you'll do great. And I'm doing much better with mine. And it doesn't matter if you're consistent every time. Just do it as much as you can when you can, you know? Like, I may cancel stream tomorrow because I'm feeling a little emotional this week because tomorrow is my mom's birthday and, you know, I lost my mom a couple of years ago. So I'm feeling a little emotional lately. So y'all might not hear from me tomorrow afternoon. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how the day goes. But I feel like as long as you try your best, if people find me on YouTube or Twitter, great, but thank you for following me, but I'm not gonna, like, try to hype my channel. May. You're so sweet, and thank you for coming over and hanging out with me. And because you hang out with me, I'm gonna kind of promote your channel, so if you want it to go, then it, you know, it may. I think you're awesome. Pumpkins to the left and pumpkins to the right and pumpkins all over Bigfoot. The stage is set for Halloween. It's like the big show is soon to start here on Eerie. I read like a little thing one time on YouTube or I listened to it. I don't remember, but he was like, the only way to put out good content is to continuously put out content, even if it's bad, good, whatever in between. Because that's how you learn, and eventually it'll be good content, you know? And I feel like that I'm kind of in that stage myself, because I don't feel like my content's that great. But y'all come hang out with me, and you come talk with me, and, you know? I feel like I get down on myself sometimes, and, you know? No need for it, though. Trying to be better about being more positive. I think it'll still be a good day tomorrow. I'm gonna do what I did last year, and I'm gonna bake some cakes to kind of celebrate her birthday, and, you know, I just always start to feel a little sad, you know? Which is a shame, because I really love October, and it's one of my favorite months, but it just means that I loved my mom a lot, you know? That I miss her so much now. Just one of those kind of days. We're gonna get out some more decorations and go decorate around some of our villagers' houses. Oh wait, I may have already had decorations. A few decorations here and there. I got some glowy things, like a party light arch and whatnot. Because I like the archways looking kind of like this, where it has like the pergola and then it has like layers to it. Zappa, you're so terrific. Oh, I remember. The two houses that don't have decorations, really. And I need to figure out what Isabel wants me... Well, if I get the Able store here, I have pathways then. I think I may move these to, like, the front of their... I can't move them. Because I have too much stuff in my pockets. And I don't want those flowers. So hold on. Here we go. I've gotten it so full up here, it's getting to where you have to kind of take your time at a certain point. Okay. These are to be sold. I don't really need them. The rest of this stuff is definitely things I need to decorate with. The pergola and the spooky arch definitely add some depth, that's for sure. Super cool. Aw, thank you. I think I may try to do this without terraforming, but I think I do want to use some custom designs on the grounds. I'm not sure if I want to go looking for some or create my own. Uh-oh, somebody wants to leave. Is it Pudge? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that because, you know. What do y'all think? Let her go or let her stay if she was thinking about leaving? I don't know. I kind of like her for this island. I like her house and she's kind of spooky. I was kind of upset when I saw it was her at first, but then I got to know her a little bit and I kind of like her. I think we may keep her. I've got to see the world and I've got to learn how to be famous, she says. But Tabby, please don't go. No pop star makes her fans cry, so that means no moving. I'm here to stay. Let's have all sorts of fun together, okay? Alright. I kind of like her on the island. I mean, I'm pretty sure this was her house, yeah. And it's really dark and kind of spooky over here, and once I get pathways and I can give her, you know, a proper little area to lead up to her house, it'll look a lot better. You know? I think she's upset because I time traveled a little bit to get lucky and then whenever I popped it back to regular time today, you know. They feel like I neglected them for a bit or something. They're like, it's been a while, where have you been? Your house is gorgeous. I don't think I've ever been in her house for this game. Like, I've only had Cherry on New Leaf, the one for the DS. I don't think I've ever been inside of her home. It's so pretty. Look at the windows. It's like Vesta's house where it has like the city, but it's not raining. Tabby is a perfect islander. I agree for any Halloween home. Make yourself at home, okay? Well, thank you. Let's chat. Today's Sunday. You all set for Monday? I feel like I could use at least another 6 or 7 weekend days. I feel that. Like, really, Cherry. Sounds great. Am I allowed to give her presents yet? Need something? What? I'm not. Have you seen your Happy Home Academy results yet? No, but I bet yours are terrific. I mean, look at your house. Mine were about what you'd expect. It's really weird having your style picked apart. What? I love her style. Like, the spiderweb top and the pierced ears, and she's awesome. Super rockin' with a super rockin' house. Aw, and look at Tabby singing. Okay, so I don't know if I want to do this in front of the houses yet. I've only done it in front of like the shops and things, but we have like a lot of extra room over here. Here we go. But kind of like we have in the front where we have like the pergola. And we'll have to move a tree, of course. Let's get some room in our pockets to work with. It tells me there's not room, but I bet when I come over here, it'll be a different story. Here, let's try this real fast. I meant to do this earlier. I didn't want it to take it out whenever I put this house in, so I purposely put it like right in the way. Okay. See, because that's as close as it'll go to their front door, but I kind of like it though because it gives a way to run through. And then we're gonna give them like a little picnic area in the middle. I know, it is so wholesome to hear them singing different songs. It's so lovely. Finding out what their favorite songs might be. I don't know if I got... Oh, I did. It won't let me put it while she's walking by, so let's give her a second. She's just the star of the show today. I don't know if I have a Halloween arch either, but I'm pretty sure I picked one up. Y'all have to bear with me while I get this all put together. I'm gonna need a shovel, and I should just bring a storage shed with me while we're doing this. I also want to find like some really pretty designs to go on the street lamps with banners, like something really cool for Halloween, like maybe a little ghost or something like that flying, you know? Because I think that would add a little extra something up next to resident services. Excuse me, Rhonda. She's really getting after it today. But then again, I don't know where I would have place to add it. I love when they talk to one another. I like kind of going to spy on their conversation. Want to try this magazine quiz I saw? Where you see yourself in a few years, Bigfoot. Duh, like that sounds... That's some big mystery. I'm gonna totes big time. The kind of pop star who's everywhere you look. Oh, I'd be so happy for you, and I could tell folks I knew you when. Wait, will you still talk to me even when you're world famous pop star, Tabby? Well, that might not be up to me, you know. I'll be out there living that life. Might get crazy. But don't worry, you know, I can never forget you, Rhonda. What if you just tried getting famous here on our island? That way you might have more time for friends. Excuse you, Rhonda? Oh my, things are heating up quick. I'm already super famous on this island, as if you didn't know that. And my being all popular and stuff never kept me from hanging around with you. Meow. Ladies. They seem to be okay now. They're walking off together. Oh my. We really got into it today. We were gonna figure out where to place some street lamps. I don't think I really have room up in here for those kind of bannered ones. But I think near Blather's area, good. How's it going? Like by Blather's area, whenever it becomes the actual museum, we could place a few of those banners, maybe. No room there. They were really into it, weren't they? They must have been friends for a very long time for this to affect Rhonda in such a way. I'm gonna drop these off that I can't do anything with for the moment. And we're gonna get a shovel and get back on track. Because I really like to sidetrack easy. And I'm trying to stay focused, but it's really hard sometimes. Doing pretty well today. So glad to hear you're well, and thank you for joining me today and coming to hang out, all of you. It means a lot. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. I go live every Sunday and Monday. And I put new videos out for Dreamlight Valley on Wednesday, and I put videos out for Sims on Friday. We have a cozy kind of vibe here. We just kind of chill, hang out, and do the video games we're working on, you know? I want this other Turkey Day stand. Okay, so I needed a couple of things. Oh, yes. I want to brighten the area up for nighttime. I want to save my dream address soon, but I want a little bit of decoration in front of everybody's house before I save it. And then after I find a pathway, I'll go back and save it again. But I'm going to take a few pictures also to kind of show the progress and how it looks with a pathway and without one. And, you know, I'm going to try to be responsible gamer this time. The green ones, I think, were for a different area, actually. And okay, I did this on a different island of mine, and I really loved it. Where I had confetti machines. Love the spooky map. Well, thank you. I'm loving the spooky vibe myself. And we've got a lot of the spooky villagers right now. Like, their houses are very creepy and fit the vibe. We can walk around in a little bit and everybody can see what it looks like. But I'm trying to make sure that all of the houses have, like, a creepy exterior. I want it to really glow at, you know, this time of day and we could save it. I wonder if they made up. Let's check in on their conversation. Tabby, guess what? Last night I dreamed that I had a new faucet in my kitchen. When I turned it on, ginger ale came out instead of water. Wow, freaky. For reals though, I think that'd be pretty wild. Meow. I'm just remembering now that I dreamed I had a hot fudge faucet the night before last. Do you think something's wrong with me? Aw. Nah, I like how your brain works when you're zonked out. You could have friends over and be all like, so anyway, who wants hot fudge sundae? I'm gonna get one of those for myself when I'm rich and famous. When you put it like that, I guess those are sweet dreams I'm having. Maybe tonight I'll try to dream up a whipped cream faucet for topping on all of those sundaes, Bigfoot. Tabby loves this idea. Sounds great. Sounds delicious. Okay, I have a few pumpkins for eating. And I'm gonna move a couple of these trees around. I usually have this done ahead of time so that I don't have to waste a lot of your time, but this is how I prep an area before I start decorating it. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a busy week, and I know I say that a lot, and this is why I feel so unprepared, but I do the best I can. That's the only excuse I have. So, I eat a lot of pumpkins that I don't really need. I don't decorate with a lot of the green ones. And then I go in with my handy dandy shovel. And I get all the trees where I need the trees. Like, I've done most of the work. They're kind of behind the houses, but this one is kind of blocking the front door here, and that's just kind of inconvenient. And we can't really decorate the way we want to decorate. Our pockets are full, so we'll have to place the tree elsewhere. I do want it to look like it's kind of a pathway and things like that. I'm gonna move this tree behind this as well. But I think that the best place for this tree is just gonna be right about here. Because I still want their houses to be kind of hidden, and I want these two houses to feel like they're hidden. Uh-oh. Am I stuck in here? What am I hitting? I think I'm hitting the pumpkin. Maybe we just slide it over a little bit so it's better seen. I'll have to go all the way around to see how that looks, because I've kind of blocked myself in with the spooky trees. They're gorgeous, but boy, do they make it tricky to get around. I don't love it. I know. I think I may move it, but I did want it to be behind resident services. I don't think that's going to work out too great. Maybe we bring it up over this way some. We could craft up some spooky carriages for some of the other villagers if we want. Okay, I'm gonna give them a few decayed trees, but first I need to move the leaf pile, and I'm trying to have it be like part of their walkway and stuff until I can get in the pathways that I want to put in. I didn't pick up those spooky arches. Alright, so I have... Let me look at it again. I think I'm gonna try adding some round street lamps out and about too. Next to their houses, but I don't know how many will be too many. I don't want it to be too cluttered. Y'all have to bear with me. This is how I kind of do things and figure out what's gonna work and what's gonna look good. A little bit particular. I had to put down glowing moss to leave myself a path to figure out where I'm headed. I know, terrible. Okay, so let me put my pile of leaves back down. And I think since we're gonna create like a little dining area for these two, I think we use one of the festival lamps on the other side instead of, put the shovel down, instead of another street lamp, you know? And it kind of makes it glowy and pretty and yeah. She's always trying to whack something with a shovel. Okay. And I want them placed like up closer to the front of, well, it won't let me push that in, so maybe, well, I'm also gonna have those archways, so I might have those in front of the archways. I'm gonna keep changing stuff and being very indecisive. Okay, I have an extra pergola in case I decide to do that in some of my other areas. And I'm gonna drop these because I really think I like the festival lights. But I do want to use them in a different area. And I'm gonna come over here and see how much stuff I can get in my pockets and go right back to it. I think we're gonna go with orange in that area as well. I do have a couple of houses that need a little bit of green accent to them. And I was thinking maybe like some green and yellow maybe in that area, but maybe like some yellow in other areas too. Harmony! Yay! Alright, let's just steal the little storage shed. And I think I'll just place it right outside of reach here, or it could just be their new little area. I could set their fishing gear up beside it, and it could be like where they like to go fishing. On my island, if your house is up next to one another, you're automatically buddies and you automatically do things together. You know, you go fishing, you go over here to the garden. I imagine this being like a little fall festival farmer's market, and you go to the farmer's market together, you know? These two planted the garden together. If you live next to each other on my island, you just automatically are good neighbors and you hang out. This is how I decorate, y'all. I don't know why. I give them backstory. Like, they hang out and have dinner together and things. My mind goes really wild with some Animal Crossing ideas. Okay. I wanted to place out a few mush lamps. And funny enough, I think the yellow ones are actually white. Or did I grab both? I don't remember. But I kind of want them in the background to where you can just see them and, you know, barely, but they put off the nice glow and, you know, helps out with some light. I think we need to push it over this way though, because I kind of want it glowing through our spooky trees and things. And then we're gonna put a bridge over here and possibly one going, I think we may have one going like Tabby's direction already. We do. I'm gonna place another bridge over on the other side. Reminds me of that song. That little heart is in my way at the bottom of the screen here. We get together, you're taught in preschool. After the word "the," I can't read that word. When you talk about your island being buddies and hanging out. Oh, I getcha. I getcha. I kind of wish life was more like it was in preschool. Like, I feel like, I don't know, we might have been a little more tolerant of people and everybody hanging out and being buddies and... Preschool was probably just like the best, y'all know? I don't remember it, but you know. I think I'm gonna turn this one this way. The more we get together, I know that song. I actually used to teach preschool for a little bit. And we would sing that song. The happier we'll be. Oh, I don't think I got 2 spooky arches. What am I doing with my day? Oh, I did. There it is. Because your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. That's right. That's how I feel like Animal Crossing is, though, isn't it? And the more we get together and talk and hang out, the happier we'll be. Okay, we need to find a table set for them. And I don't know if I have that or if I've crafted it or anything. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Yes. The only table I have really well, I don't know, because I want to use the mush table in a different area. And I'm thinking it's gonna be like the bistro table that's gonna win out, in my opinion. I don't want too many of the mush tables, I don't think. But I don't know. I don't really have any other options at this point. I haven't crafted anything up yet. And I'm trying my best to make it look creepy and very orange, apparently, is the way I chose to go with this one. I don't really make a plan, I just kind of go with it, you know? I had a small plan, like, I wanted it to be very Halloween, I want it to be at night, I want you to be able to see it, you know? You're definitely going to be able to see it from a flyover. Most kids today will never understand how awesome that song was to sing at school. My kids know it too, so my kids understand. I like how she's walking around at night with a donut and she's just got a big smile on her face and she's like, I don't care. What? I'm eating a donut. It's one of those songs that just makes you feel good whenever you sing it. I think there needs to be more music out there in the world like that. Like, for adults, too, you know? Oh my goodness. Let's try the bistro table just to kind of see. You know, I don't hate it, and now that I think about it, we could actually, like, they don't have to be together sitting to have breakfast. But I do have 2 of these tables, and they could be, like, on their own porches in a way. Like, on their own property, but together, having, you know, like, this is your area, this is my area. Because the bistro tables do kind of work. Goes with the color scheme and all. And then there's 1 cup of coffee and a little book for each of them. Preschool was fun until the required fire drills were in place, or one of my classmates ended up getting glitter in their mouth because they squeezed the liquid gel sensory tube too hard. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't think legally I'm allowed to talk about some of the traumas from me teaching preschool, and I don't remember preschool, like, remember going to preschool. It's been a very long time for me. But, yeah, there were a couple of traumatic incidents when I think about it, too. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I don't know, you're gonna have some run-ins when you're getting a lot of kids together and trying to have them all cooperate and hang out together. And it gets hard on 1 to 2 teachers trying to keep up with all that. But it had a lot of really fun moments, but yeah, I could remember a few stressful moments, especially involving glitter and fire drills with little ones. Oh my goodness. Fire drills are definitely not a fan favorite of little ones at all. Like, the loud noises, the overstimulation of everyone moving quickly and trying to get outside, and certain little ones just, that's too much for them. And we had a few that were, you know, emotional, and my daughter gets that way too, my oldest daughter, or she used to, with, like, they would come in to test the smoke detectors in our apartment, and it's a real sensory issue for her, and loud noises often are still for her, but it's just too much for some kids. So, you know, those days were definitely a little more memorable than others, because wow. You know, the loud noises. I mean, I think it should be more of, like, I don't know, there needs to be a little compromise, but you still want them to be able to hear it. Used to tell stories from working in a daycare, just don't use their names. The actions that occurred by them, yeah. I don't want to traumatize anybody with one of them, though. Like, it involved a child, a bookshelf, and another child. It traumatized me. I'm just saying, like, things can get heated quickly in preschool. Because, you know, little emotions, but not a lot of words to tell what they want to tell, so. Big emotions, little bodies. It was definitely a fun time, though. It was super interesting, though. Like, I don't know. I don't think I could do it now. Like, really. But I do remember teaching in daycare fondly. the patience and the understanding you have to deal with children. Like, I think my husband would have been a great daycare worker. Like, there's certain jobs that just would have fit for him perfectly, because kids would love this man, I'm sure. Like, he's so great with kids. Like, he just talks to them and they're like, yeah, you know? They understand, they calm down. He's great at rationalizing. The loud noises from the fire alarms are bad enough for our ears, but the fact that there's no warning, they just sound, and the alarms randomly. Yeah, I get that. They still do that kind of stuff where I work. I work in a nursing home, so we get like fire drills and stuff now, and my daughters go to high school, so I'm sure they still have like their drills and stuff too. I wonder if I don't think it's as problematic for her now as it used to be for my oldest, Annie. I think she said that now it's a little better, but there are still noises, certain ones, you know. I kind of like the way this is coming together, and I like the 2 bistro tables, and I like that you can exit out this way, but I don't know that we'll be able to when we put a chair. Same thing for this one. So I think instead of having them like that far back, I think that I'm gonna have it to where one will be up this way a little bit and one will be up this way. And they just kind of can sit there and chat with one another across the way. Maybe her chair will be on that side and his will be on this side so they could face one another, you know? But I need to go craft up some chairs. I need something in a black, a white, or maybe make some pumpkin stools for them to sit on so that it stays with like the theme we have going. Okay, I want to put my glowing moss back around. There we go. Fun fact, at the nursing home I currently work at, the head maintenance director loves to do them without warning. He takes a lot of joy in giving the workers required monthly heart attacks. That's kind of funny. We had this one time that he came across as a type of person that liked to do that type of thing. And he was really, really smug and proud of himself one time. And he was like, I hit it perfectly and nobody's gonna find it. And it's like this little flashing alarm that we're looking for. And it was back in the therapy room. And I was cleaning, and I have good peripheral vision sometimes. And I saw him put it there. And I just kind of kept walking on. Oh, my computer's trying to die on me. But, I later, like when the fire alarm went off, I grabbed it immediately and went to the desk with it. It was kind of funny. Oh no, I hope this doesn't affect my stream, but I think it's getting laggy. Here we go. Had to plug in my computer, y'all. Yeah, I'm not fond of the monthly scheduled heart attacks, but I know it's part of state regulation and that it has to be done, you know? That it's one of the things on their list. I do have anxiety, and it's not really one of my fun things, like my top list of priorities of something I would love to do. Okay, I want to put these away real quick. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Try pushing the right button for once. Alright. I like giving each of the little areas a spooky candy set. I don't know which one I want to do for their area yet. Or if we should make them match or make them different. Let me alter a few things. Also going to possibly put a Turkey Day stand here. I don't think it's going to block too much. I think it's going to be perfect. And it's going to look like they're sitting out on Halloween night, passing out candy together and just telling people to take one. My mom used to do this. She would sit out on the porch and she would put out her little candy bucket and she would have extra candy in the house to fill it back up with. But as people would come by, she would tell them, just take, like 4 or 5 pieces of candy. She wouldn't tell them just take one. She'd be like, take a couple, get as much as you want. He was on the special needs unit one time. He asked 2 housekeeping staff, do you know what to do in the event of a fire drill? Housekeeping asked, what? Maintenance director sounds off the alarm. No. I told the administrator I think he has too much fun doing the monthly fire drills. She laughed. I said the same thing to him and he just nonchalantly says, yep. I busted out laughing. That is just wow. He sounds like one of the maintenance guys we had before. That's okay, yeah. Alrighty. It really busted that one's bubble though. Like it really messed with his day that he didn't get to pull a fast one on the CNAs because I handed it off like a football to one of the other girls because I knew he saw me sweeping back there previously and I didn't want him to think that I just grabbed it. So I handed it off to another CNA and told her to take it. It was hilarious because it was the fastest fire drill ever. It literally was probably 1:30 It was great. I think I like the orange one better. I don't know. He just seemed kind of pompous about it all the time. And I was like, well, you're not as good as you think you are at hiding those. I know. He was like, I'll place it by the Coke machine. I'm like, all that. There was another time where the CNAs were watching out for him and they were like taking note of it and they really thought he was gonna go hide it one day. And he wasn't even doing a fire drill that day, but they were stalking him like he was. He was like, it's not even that time of the month yet. It was great. Too bad you couldn't hide it in your cart and go about your day like nothing happened. Oh my goodness, that's so good. And then go place it out in a storage shed out back. That would be hilarious. I'm trying to be nice currently to the maintenance man we have because he's dating one of my friends, but if he ever like makes her upset, I'm gonna suggest this to her and we're gonna see how this plays out for real for real. I think there's too many cameras to do that. Oh, I don't know, Maymay. I know where they're located. So, I mean, I've been there for 11 years, going on 12. I think I can pull this off. Like, I think I can get it out the back door. So, I don't know. And a lot of the CNAs that work there are my friend too, and you know. I'm just saying, if he ever makes her upset, I'm gonna suggest it to her and see what she thinks. Take the alarm and put it in his office with a note that reads, "You dropped this." That's great. I think you misplaced this. Is this yours? Oh my goodness. I love it. Oh. I don't think he would know what to think. He would be like, what happened? He'd be looking for it through the building all day long. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't think I gave them a hand cart yet. Let me run over. Sometimes it's easier for me to do this, where I go back and do certain things. This is what I wanted y'all to see last time. They go dance on the festival stages. I forgot that they do this. So randomly, I will be walking around my island when they're lit up, and look at her. She's just like nothing ever happened. You didn't see this. I will be walking around my island, and when it's lit up at night, they'll just be dancing on these little stages, like just going crazy, and it's just the cutest little thing. I love it. I've caught Rhonda doing it, and Agnes, and now Cherry. And now she's sitting behind a tree. We embarrassed her. Poor thing. I'm sorry. Okay, I think I want to place my little hand cart here because you'll still be able to see it and we'll still be able to get around. It is just so cute though. I don't think I realized how many of those I would need to actually make it look like you could walk around on them though for the whole island. I don't know where to place my little hand cart where it's not in the way. I think here is my best option. And I'm picking vegetables again. Again, friends, while I'm decorating, if you need any of this stuff that's lying out and about, you know, I can open up my island and let you grab a few things. They are extra items that I no longer need. Oh. Okay, so this is one area and how I decided to kind of do it with like the festival stage, and I really do like the way it lights up the front of their house and stuff. But I kind of don't want all of the areas to be too matchy-match, and this is how I decided to do this little area. And yeah, I was pretty sure Cherry, because I haven't had her house and it really throws me off. And this is Lucky's, I believe. Yes. Lucky's house is super spooky, and I have his amiibo, so anytime I create a Halloween island, I automatically invite Lucky, because, yeah, super creepy, bud. You've got a cemetery up in your house. Where do you sleep at night? Are you sleeping on one of these tombstones? What's going on? Welcome to my snack castle. You need a bed in here. This place is super good for chilling. You can chill for hours or even days. I've done it. Go ahead, look around. You need a comfy place to sleep. What's up, Rouch? It's Sunday. I always write about my week in my diary every Sunday. That's probably a good idea. That's scary. Yeah, his place is kind of scary. I guess I don't write really. I scribbled a bunch and I draw stuff, sorta. Still fun though. His place is super scary. I don't think we've looked over at Blather's area either, but Maymay sent me some skeletons in the mail. And I decorated over there by Blather's area like he's been going in that cave and finding things. Okay, so... let's remember which direction I need to go. This is in front of our little Nooks and Crannies shop. Got a little table and chairs, snack machine, vending machine. And here he has constructed a full skeletal model that he has found inside of the cave. Must have been a species that lived here long before us. And then we have a pile of bones that it looks like he kind of dug out of the cave. And I plan on decorating this area a little better, but I haven't gotten him his requested items yet, and I'm just kind of, yeah. I'm running slow on it. I had other things in mind, and, you know, the week got away from me. Okay, I think I still have their little festival stages. I'm glad you don't have the graveyard wallpaper. If you turn off the light, a ghost will appear in the background, but every time you turn the light off, the position of the ghost changes. Legit haunting. I agree it's haunting, but I kind of legitly love that wallpaper a little bit. I spent some time on one of my streams in my house on a different island of mine, just looking at that wallpaper for the longest and doing that ghost effect you're talking about. And I think it's very haunting and very spooky, and they did a great job with it. Because it is super creepy and I do like it, but I don't know if I'm going to put it on this island. I'm kind of keeping with more of a pumpkin-y kind of... It's not really kid core, but it's kid-friendly core, I guess. Not really so spooky, but lots of pumpkins. Because in the past, I've done a really, really spooky island. And I don't know. I kind of like this vibe, where it's kind of country trick-or-treating, is how it feels. Like my childhood trick-or-treating. I don't know. Just very lit up and glowy, but kind of woodsy and kind of creepy, but farm core. I don't know. We don't really have a vibe here. It's Halloween vibe. Okay, the confetti machines. If you place them behind trees, this is what I did anyway. Placed them behind trees, and I turned on the confetti machines. And I'm gonna have some music or something to help with the noise. But on the other island, it was a spooky island yet again. And the sound kind of added to the creepiness. But what it also does is it kind of gives the illusion of leaves flying up in the air a little bit, you know? Especially if you have leaf piles around and you're running through them. But it does put off quite a bit of noise. Where did that leaf pile go? Here's the only problem with picking things up whenever you're out and about decorating. Oh my goodness, there it is. And then you'll run through the leaf piles, the glowing moss, and it just kind of adds a lot of movement to your island. The only thing is, when you're up beside the trees, it does, you know, put off quite a bit of noise. Oh! You found a coin. And you can do it with different colors, like the orange one I think will work very well for fall because, you know. Also, depending on the day and which direction the wind is blowing, you certainly know how to decorate an island. Oh, thank you. I might have to take notes and edit my island some. The town area is actually causing my game to lag. Mine will get there eventually, I'm sure, but this is like starting stages, and I like to lay down a few items and then kind of go back and lay down a few more. Too much stuff out by Nook's Cranny Shop. I layer mine and I put a lot in. I try to leave it accessible to where any and everybody can get through, but it doesn't end up being that way sometimes in the long run, but it was the goal in the beginning. But I like to add a little bit of movement to my stuff so that it has, you know, a little bit of something interesting to look at when you're walking through, so you're not bored, maybe. The sound to it is very creepy, though, like for the little confetti machines. In my opinion. Can I not turn this one? I might not need to turn that one. Maybe. On a windy day, though, it does affect the movement of your little confetti machine thing. I think I already said that, but that's okay. Putting it out there for people, like really windy days, this may not look the same. I thought that they all got turned somehow. I was like, how did that even happen? But no. Okay. Just part of their Halloween decorations is what it could translate into as well, but I like it. I kind of think it adds a little bit of movement over here and makes it look really pretty. Okay, I've got a few festival lamps that I still wanted to add for that orangey color, and I think we're gonna place them directly in front. Someone should come out with an update for Animal Crossing that fixes lags and includes more mouth options, like for when you're taking pictures, the smiles and things. I think if we're gonna do that too, if we're gonna get into things we really want, Maymay, it's not a want anymore, it's a need. For us to have more than one villager on an island when we villager hunt. It would be tremendous if we had like 5 of them on the beach, and we could go up and talk to each one of them and figure out who we want on our island and figure out, you know, just, it would be great. Kind of like on Happy Home Paradise where they have all of them out there. And then you could just go up and talk to who you want to talk to, and that's the person that comes lives on your island. It would save a lot of tickets. Or I'll give you 5 tickets to take me to an island that has 5 villagers. How about that nonsense? That would be terrific. Just to be able to only have to fly over, you know, the one time, because I start to fall asleep after a while, y'all. It starts to, that airport music starts to get me every time. There's like rushing water also that you can hear, and that's part of my nighttime music to help put me to sleep, so I think that's what does it. I had it just a second ago. Goodness. Oh, there it is. I mean, like when we use the vanity mirror or tall mirror to change appearance, only have 4 months to select, and that's, or 4 mouths to select, and that's it. Yeah, that's very true. I don't know, maybe the creator isn't very good at creating mouths. Like, those were the ones that, you know what would be really neat? Like having a mouth option that had like little vampire teeth, or having like buck teeth sticking out or something, you know, for more character. Yeah, I feel that, May. For like Halloween time especially, they could have gave us some more options for facial expression too, you know? That would have been neat. I think this is really turning out very cool, and I like the way that their little setup is gonna be together. I think I'm gonna add in maybe some of those really tall vines to add some height to some of our projects. And I do want some spooky tree up in here, but I don't think I have the room for it. I wanted some more towards this area, but I think in order to do that, I'm gonna have to take out this tree. Or we could possibly do along here, we have a few spooky trees, like the decayed trees. Spooky tree and decayed tree are not the same thing. The spooky tree has all those little pumpkins in it. Oh, there is room, but you just like to be difficult, game. I think if we do this, it'll look lovely from the other side. Oh, come on. Just one more. That's all I wanted. I knew over there would be pushing it, maybe. Let's see. You know what? I'm willing to do it for this because I think it would be absolutely awesome if it fits and we can still get by. Can you imagine like more nose options for the human islanders and like vampire fangs in the game? That would be a dream. It would be so adorable. I could actually make my little bat look like a little bat here. Give her some vampire fangs. She would be precious. And it could just be like a little face paint option. Okay, I think that's better, and you can kind of see the trees in the background. I wish they were a little bit taller, but there's nothing I can do about that. I put their houses a little bit too close, and I don't believe there's any way I can place a spooky tree or a... I don't think it'll fit back there, you know? So, So, working with what we've got, I'm gonna get stuck. I just see it. I see it coming. I'm going to get stuck. But it looks lovely. It's starting to look beautiful over here. Hopefully we can visit with Isabel in a bit and get some more pathway options with the Able Sisters shop soon. I forgot to talk to her the other day, or I did talk to her and then I closed it out. I don't remember what happened. I don't remember, but it was like I didn't buy anything from her at all. It's like, oh, I remember you from she said that whole dialogue to me twice. This is the area of why I didn't want to give them the pumpkin table over there and I chose the bistro tables. I don't want you to be looking at the same thing over and over again, even though we're using the same items over and over again. I'm trying to switch it up a little bit and make it look really lovely. We're really trying to embarrass Cherry today, I believe, because I think that's her singing. We caught her dancing earlier. Now she's trying to hide and sing. I'm pretty sure. Where is she? Yeah, look at her. She's like, if I hide back here, then nobody will be able to see me and I can just sing to my little heart's content. Aww. We're disturbing her singing session. Oh, she knows we see her. She stopped. She's like, hi friends, I wasn't doing anything really, I'm sorry. We're embarrassing her just all over the place today. Are you considering using custom designs from other users via custom designs portal to decorate your island? I think so. I think for this one, since I'm creating the pathways over on Starry Cove, I think for this one I'm going to make it a little easier on myself. And I've been stressing a little bit about it, but it's the middle of the month and I'm trying to get this island done by Halloween time. So I think the best way for me to do this is gonna be to get a custom design, because I don't believe I can create one that quickly. I've been practicing and I'm getting better at it, but I'm not great at doing a custom design myself. I like the ones I came up with, but I also go in and add little details to them and try to fix them, and I want to add flowers to them and things like that. So, you know, like I'm super perfectionist when it comes to my pathways. I want to get something kind of spooky, but at the same time, I don't know. I want it to have some fall accents, but I want something spooky, but I want you to be able to see it. I would like it to have maybe leaves or possibly candy as the accent. And I'm gonna get more than one pathway, I'm sure. That is the plan. We need more reactions. Definitely more reactions. I have a couple in mind, but what I don't like about using custom designs is whenever I'm trying to when I try to find a custom design, I find one that I absolutely fall in love with, and then I can't find who it's created by. And it's the absolute worst. Because then I feel like I can't use that pathway, because I feel like if I can't credit the person, I shouldn't use their pathway on my island while I'm streaming. Does that make sense to everybody? So I'm really struggling to find something I love, but that is also A, still a legit pathway, and B, has the creator that actually created it, so that I can tag them and be like, this is where... I think at this rate of playing for not a year yet, I'm all reactioned out. But I'm hopeful that I'll find a pathway soon that has who created it and how they would like to be acknowledged. Like, this is Dudada's pathway from Dudada Island. They created this lovely, you know? I don't want to feel like I'm using someone else's pathway, and I don't know. I may stick to in-game pathway and just only do in-game pathway and no terraforming, and lay down these awesome festival stages all around the island on top of the in-game pathway. And creating like a leaf border for my in-game pathway might not be so tricky as creating like a whole pathway. See, these are the things I struggle with in my head and try to decide, Maymay. These are the questions. These are the hard ones. Okay, did I have a couple of those? And do I want those in their area? I think I already put them away. No, I have 2 of them. So, do we need that for Cherry and Lucky, or should we leave? I think at night I'm gonna want it over here though, but it already kind of sticks out too far, in my opinion, maybe. And I have it like around all of the houses. Oh, I know. For their little shared area, maybe. Maybe we just do one stage. And it lights up where the candy is. I think that looks okay, right? We could do it out to the side of their places. Oh, no. So many questions, so much pondering. I know, I'm so indecisive today. This is all part of my process, though. I'm very indecisive when it comes to my decorating, but by the time it's all done, it looks pretty good. Pretty good? Maybe? No. Supposed to try that confidence thing and be nice to myself. Here we go. I like this. Because I don't know what time I want to set it to yet, but I really want you to see like the red glow along with the orange pumpkins. I want you to know where to get the candy, all of that. So, I am having the hardest time placing that carriage anywhere. Because every time I do, I feel a need to move it so I can place down something else. Oh, I thought I had one more. No, I had 2. I think in order to do this, we have to equal it up and have one over on her side, too. My back starts to get kind of stiff sitting here so long. Heavens to Bessie. hope there's Hershey's and then their candy buckets. I'm hoping for Milky Way. I like caramel. My daughters are the sweetest. When they go trick-or-treating, they still offer my husband and myself a couple of pieces of their candy, especially if they get something that they know we love. They will offer it to us, and I just think that's the nicest. I'm like, aw. They do it often. Okay, come on now. Yay! I found some Hershey's Kisses one year though. What were they called? My husband ordered us a whole bag of them. They're the Hershey's Kisses that have like the melty center. Are they meltaways? Those are the most delicious Hershey's Kisses that I've ever had in my life. Like the ones that just kind of dissolve in your mouth. Those, oh, like the Lindt chocolates that do the same thing where you have like that creamy filling in the middle that just kind of goes liquid chocolate. I love those. I don't know why. I do. My parents would just wait for my brothers and I to go to bed and then take our candy. Our kids are so kind and they like to share, so they're just like, here, you want some candy? They offer it to us. They're, you know, we don't have to sneak any of it. I'm sure we would if they didn't offer it to us, though. And be like, well, parent tax and all, because I feel like now knowing as a parent myself how much our parents had to go through to take us around to trick-or-treat and stuff, we should have gave our parents at least a couple of pieces of our candy when we were young. You know? So if they came in and taxed your candy, May, that's parent tax. I feel like it's justified. Like, I feel like they walked you around, they went around and helped you get the candy, you know? Like, if they were there to help you with it, then it's parent tax. Okay, this is what I'm going for. Yay! And our map is looking extraordinary with the villagers that we have. We are still hoping for Axel to want to move out. I'm contemplating letting Agnes move out if she wants to, and then getting her back again later because I do like her for this island, and I didn't think I would, but I do. But her house is perfect. She's just precious. You know, Rhonda fits lovely, but Agnes doesn't have her, like, her house for AC and H. But if we let her go and get her back again, she could. So I don't know if I want to go through all that work. Getting to know Benjamin, he's awesome. I think I am getting ready to go ahead and save the dream address so far for what we have done. But I want to look around real fast. I think that before I do, I should fix up Benjamin's entryway here and make it either look like the front where it has at least the festival lights and an arch, a Halloween arch, or go ahead and bring that full thing that we just did for the front of Lucky and Cherries in over here. And same thing for up here because they just kind of look bare, don't they? Like, is it just me? They look like they could use a little extra something other than just the pathways. They need a little more spiffiness. But at the same time, I don't know if it's gonna fit over here because room and all. I feel like I had something green in my pocket for this area. Was it maybe the mush lamps? the mush lamps. Well, that's a yellowish color, actually. But it does add a nice glow and a nice yellow color out here. I kind of love it. We're gonna keep it. And maybe throw one in front of the tree as well. Well, that one's one of the white ones. Oh! They like it so much they're taking pictures. No room. I just had something there. I know better though. Oh, this is a parasol. What are you doing? You can definitely tell the time of day when I start to get tired, because that was an obvious mistake, but alright. Alrighty, let's see what this looks like, because I thought this might be a good idea for up on our cliff area. Have a few log stakes out and around. I kind of like that, and I kind of think we're going to need to add more. So I'll get to working on that. I don't want them to be in their way. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm pushing you out of the way, Quinn. It's Ragdoll, the rock star. Aw, you're too sweet, Quinn. Thanks for the invite back at the campsite proper. As you can see, I made it in one piece, more or less. I got a few bad paper cuts unpacking boxes. Anyway, I'm so stoked to live on Eerie. Let's hang out sometime, alright? Definitely. I think I want one right here, but I don't know that I can make that work. No room. Quinn is absolutely so very happy with all of our decorating ideas. She's just like, yes, she's here for it. And if we move a couple more... Yay! I think the woodsy area, we're going to add in a lot more of the spooky trees, and that's going to kind of be a trend over here, and we're going to have like the cedar trees and the spooky trees and mush parasols everywhere. And we of course want to make sure everybody has a candy set. And I don't have any more spooky trees. I thought I did. And I think everybody up here has one already. Yes. Alright, and Pudge doesn't even have an archway by his house. Or a candy set. Let's push this back, because his yard is limited. I think I want to move the tree, but unfortunately I don't think I'm gonna be able to move it where I want it, but I'm gonna check and see anyway. it'll tell me it's too close to the cliff if I try to go over any... Oh, come on. Obviously, I didn't want to bury it right back where I pulled it from. Nope. I had a feeling, but that's okay because we could just see about planting it maybe this area? No? How about here? Yay! Okay, and then we could just place a decayed tree in this area too. But now we could place like a candy set over in this little corner area for him and it won't be so cluttered up. We're gonna give him a couple of the Turkey Day stands and open up because I want it to match the green thing we have going up here because their houses both have some green to them, so they decided to decorate together a bit. But I don't want two candy sets too close to one another, so I think we'll place another Turkey Day stand over here if I have one. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna have to go get another one, of course. Oh, I'm so close to my house, but I haven't built that bridge yet that I wanted to build, and yeah. Ugh. Alrighty, so problem solved. That's what we're doing. Do I have a vine? I don't. Now. And upsy daisy, and around we go. Our campsite's over here, and it's directly beside my house with a vine leading up. There we go. So, I could just run over to my place and pick up what I need. I may not have another one though, really. I thought I got all of them out of my pocket. I feel like I did. So I'm gonna grab a mush log and that will work just nicely, I think. Back through. I kind of just threw the bamboo out up here because I wanted to get bamboo for one of my achievements, but now it's just kind of in the way, and I don't even know if we need bamboo on the island, but it's a little in the way. I think what I would love to do is place our mush log first. Place it a little farther back. And candy set. And he has a white candy set because he has the green one up there, and trying not to make it too matchy match. I think I'm gonna place going for an orange and green theme in his little area. to, again, pull theirs together a bit. But yeah, I like the way the log stakes look from up here, and it just kind of, yeah. I do believe I'm going to put in a, I know, like, paying to put the little staircases in, but the aesthetic of putting the little staircases in and having it go up to their little area, I like it. They're not really necessary since we have the vines, but I think I would like to have it anyway, and maybe have one going here to here, you know? Just a my choice kind of thing. Alright, friends. I think that's what we're going to be working on next time, is trying to decorate up these little houses over in this area that don't really have a whole lot of anything going on except for, you know, a little bit. We need to doctor up their doors a little, I think. I think I've gotten the trees kind of cleared away, and that's why it looks so bare in that area. It's ready for all the other stuff like this one. So I'll be doing some more crafting and gathering and getting things ready. Bye, friends! If you are new, please subscribe, it's free, and you'll get notified when I go live. I hope all of you have the loveliest day, and thank you so very much for spending some time with me today.